Both teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
15-yard gain brings up 3rd and a yard.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 51 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd down.
To throw on 3rd and 2. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit it. There's the penalty.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains.
2 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Open man is the tight end Troutman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And the Rams first down.
An option run with Tua. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Los Angeles.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Stick from the gun. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Harris has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Akers. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Carrier.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Complete to Adam Troutman.
Adam Troutman there to make the grab. And the Rams have taken the lead.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Bill's 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Back to throw now on first down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Mooney.
The pass. Complete to Darnell Mooney. That's a gain of 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30, the 30, 10,
baby.
and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Hurry on the coverage.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. It's taken to the 26. Fights off the defender. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net of 23 and a first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
The Bears take over first and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Tua going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down and 8. From midfield, here's Tua. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, that field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. He'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he works his way forward for about 4, up to the midfield stripe.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less, that's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll run this with Akers. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Rams 27, Bears 7.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Austin Eckler, 29 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Rams 27, Bears 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Rams.
Now Tua. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
The Rams
taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw again. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he coughed it up. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going right back to Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 46 yards. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And that will bump the lead up to 26. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be taken down inside the 15. And to make matters worse, a flag is down as well. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
26-yard line.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
4 yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.